Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogi Monster here, and welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF, as we fondly call it around here. Hope everybody's doing good. Great to see everybody. Not wear my bandana, MPW. You must be tricked, man. People don't recognize me without it. It's funny. I didn't know if that was him or not. It's funny. So who we got tonight? MPW, what's up? Mr. Lee, how's it going? Hey, Cindy, Sharon, Emma, how are you, hon? Good to see you. Anita, what's up? Hey, Judy. Who else? Mr. Hond, what's up, Rex? Sounds like somebody just went live. Let's see who. So does Beast. Have a good show, Mark. Who else is here? Oh, shit. I just, minimized the page and somehow. Well, it's good to see everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day. Oh, now it's, East Coast. It's 9 o'clock already. Damn. It's weird. I'm still getting used to being light out. I know during the summer it's light out normally when I would do a show, but it's weird. I feel like I should be doing it outside somewhere. Lockbeard, what's happening? Hey, Nikki. Hairy Man Hoaxes and Hoodwinks. If you guys haven't checked that out, please do. Nikki puts on a good show. Who I haven't seen around in a while is Cryptids Canada. Leslie needs to pop in. So yeah, guys, if you're new to the show, new to the channel, doesn't look like it unless we have people watching that aren't in chat, which is usually the case. NAC, what's happening? BF Bud. If you want to come on the show, it's simple. I will post the link in the chat, and all you have to do is click on the link, follow the directions. If you don't want to be on camera, at the bottom of the screen, it says stop camera. You can just, hide your mug that way. All I ask is that you do turn off YouTube so we don't get that feedback. And yeah, we can come on, talk about whatever you want to talk about. We're open. It was cool. I had a nice long talk today with a friend from chat. Just, they had a question about something I had said on Tuesday's show, and shit, we talked on the phone for like 2 hours. I think I answered the question. But it was cool, it was, I'm accessible. Kelly, how are you? Papa Craig, what's going on, man? Yeah, so as I was saying, it's pretty simple. If you want to come on and hang out, don't be intimidated. This is probably one of the most laid back shows there is. Yeah, because I rely on you guys to come on and hopefully, share your stories or your experiences, or just come and hang out and say hi. I love meeting you guys, so the more the merrier. But yeah, let me Charlie, what's up, man? Charlie says, howdy, folks. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. My signal is one step above this dark ages, so I hope it lasts through the night or lasts through the show. The dark ages. It's got like hamsters running around on a wheel to give him power. Too funny. Yeah, I know I was in the middle of saying something and I forgot what I was saying. Figures. Who else? It's Richie. Richie. Wow, you made it on time. Holy shit. Now you're getting, you go swimming to lose some weight, but you're at the ice cream store. I don't know why you're swimming, dude. I'm just fucking assuming. No, aquatics, aquatic aerobics or anything. It's good exercise to get in that pool. It's low impact. Shit. Stevie lost shit ton of weight by swimming. I'm not saying she was fat. Just she lost weight swimming. I never said it, so don't throw me to the sharks. I just said I'm a swimmer. MPW says I'm a swimmer. I'm a swimmer too. I like to swim. Sue Ashwell, good day. Welcome. Yeah, I grew up in the water. Be it a pool or the ocean or the river or whatever. So yeah, I'm like a fish in water. Can't hold my breath that long though. But and somebody mentioned I'd mentioned I wanted to start snorkeling these local creeks and stuff, looking for shit that people have dropped from the state parks and stuff. And they mentioned the magnet. I do have a magnet, so I will be magnet fishing too. But I'd rather see it, But like I said, I have everything I need. So once it warms up, once the water warms up, because it's already hot here. Oh, right on. Yeah, I have the equipment, like I was saying. Dawn and I go every night for half an hour, and I do leg lifts, and running in place. No, that's awesome because it's like I said, low impact. And Stevie swears by it. She used to be a swimmer, and it sucks. And since she's got her new feet, or even before, since she's had the surgery, or the amputation, she hasn't been in the pool yet. The hell am I hearing? Swear I just heard like a police scanner. That was weird. Well, it's magnet fishing, Judy, but it's while you're in the water. So I'd be snorkeling with fins, mask, snorkel, uh, whatnot, and trying to look for the stuff before, rather than just throwing, a magnet out there on a rope at random. I'd like to get in there and really see what I'm looking for, see what I'm trying, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it would be cool. I saw somebody else doing it on YouTube, and it was local. And yeah, there's even in like the Salt River down in Phoenix. That river, they have a tubing season, and people lose shit constantly. But where does it end up? How strong is the current? So I just want to get in the water and see what's in there. Freeze my ass off. But it's weird when it's 98 degrees out and the water's 50. You want to say it almost balances out. Oops, Mr. Lee says Jay Fritz is coming in from Bad Boy Chair Planet. Hey, Bat Mom. Whoa, what? Okay, so you're not really fishing. You take a really high powered magnet, you tie it to a rope, and you toss it off into a body of water, say a bridge. And you, whatever's magnetic down there that people have dumped overboard or whatever, um, people pull it up. Many guns have come up out of the water. Um, Safes. Yeah, weird shit. Fishing rods or reels, I don't want to go playing with rusty steel and iron and tetanus. So I'm not going to go fishing like that. I'd rather see what I'm looking, find a target and drop the magnet down. If it's metal, I'll pick it up. If I have to go down and pick it up, dive down, that's fine. Seen the size magnet for fishing at Harbor Freight yesterday. Yeah, there's a bunch of different kinds you can get. I never got a real chance to use them, but I had two that were somebody else's and I was playing with them. But damn, you get those two stuck together. Oh, fuck. You have to pull like tricks out of your ass to get them apart. I had to use like an old fishing trick to separate fishing rods, um, just to have the leverage to pull these two magnets apart. You actually put the fishing rod, if it's stuck together, you put the middle of it behind your legs. You hold it in your hand and put it behind your legs. Put your hands on the outside of your knees, and then you push you open your legs. You have more strength in your legs than you do your arms, so it pops open the fishing rod. Well, that's how I had to get the magnets apart. Hey, Kim. What's up, Pammy? The whole family just showed up. What else? I'm sure I missed somebody. I get to babbling and I don't look at chat. What's up, Cheese? Who else? Yeah, right on, Richie. Yeah, it's like I said, that's good that you use the pool. It's good exercise. Mogs, twister or a special position, bro? What? No, I got to rewind what I said. Why? What the hell? Who else? So yeah, guys. Oh, did I forget to post the link in chat? See what happens. All right. So the link is in chat, and I will continue to post it, and I'm sure somebody else will post it too, throughout the evening for the next 2 hours. And if you want to come on, just click on the link, Mr. Lee, pussy, um, and follow the directions and come hang out. NAC, anybody, come on, hang out. It was cool. Is talking to this person today where they shared some things with me where they felt comfortable. It's hard to find a place to talk about the fringe, the odd shit, or the experiences you've gone through in your life. And just to be able to talk with somebody, one on one, and they didn't have to be worried about what they were saying, as far as, because I understood it, because some shit's happened to me. That was pretty cool today. And I just want to say thank you for, sharing that today. Miss Dill, what's happening? I mentioned things about what people call gifts, you know, um, be it psychic stuff, whatever. People who have that don't know what to do with it, or maybe they're in control of it, whatever, but they don't talk about it. So being able to talk about it with someone, because I claimed something the other day and I felt I had to back it up. So I spent 2 hours explaining it. you know, um, so you'll hear me get annoyed when somebody claims that something doesn't exist. Like recently, somebody said Bigfoot are not telepathic. Why not? Humans are. I've been. You know, and how would you know? You know, it's shit like that bothers me when I know that there is shit going on out there that I've experienced that it would make more sense for a fucking Bigfoot to be telepathic than for me to be telepathic. See, even Kelly, I have psychic abilities too. Mine is telepathic. That's what I deal with, forever. Weird shit. And it wasn't until recently, in the past couple of years, since I got involved in this and started talking to people, that I figured out that I'm a receiver when I'm with people, or if I've experimented with it and I want to continue, but it's finding the right people to experiment with, you know, doing, sending messages, sending photos, whatever, all back and forth through the mind. I know it can be done because I've done it. And it freaks you out at first. No shit. But yeah, if humans can do it, why not? Sasquatch, provided Sasquatch exists. See, um, I have to be a skeptic. I've never seen one. I want to believe they exist. You know, I, you know, I'm that romantic. I want that mystery to be there. And, you know, people think, oh, once they find them and they're declared, then the mystery's gone. No, it's not. It just starts. Because now we know that they exist. There's so much more to find out. Anywho, let me repost that link. Stevie, just show up. How's it going, Icon? Who else? I keep leaning into the damn computer, but I keep forgetting I can pull the computer closer because the camera's not mounted on it. As I drop everything. Tilt it back. Excuse me. Well, motherfucker, look at this. What's up, dude?
What's up?
How's it going, man?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
Pretty good. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Thought I'd drop in.
Yeah, what's on your mind?
A lot of people are wondering. Oh shit. That's a fishing magnet.
Yep. Then they also have ones where the eye would be on one side where it would be flat. The one I have is square and it's
Is
got
it
a few
square?
magnets on it. But yeah.
But and I've
And they're
barely this one.
and guys, those things are strong as hell.
Yeah, I'm afraid to get too close to the computer.
It'll erase a VCR tape like that.
Yeah, yeah, and supposedly the memory out of water, if people believe that. But
Oh, really?
um,
You can
well,
strip water? Is what you're saying?
well, because water contains memory, and a lot of people don't want to believe that, but it oh shoot. Um, but there's been scientific experiments to show this.
Yes, cheese. I did say that, by the way. Did Mose just say motherfucker?
That's
Yeah,
why,
I did.
like, I got another. This is a very strong. It's neodymium magnet, and then
Is that like a rare earth magnet or?
yeah, yeah, very strong. You run some tubing around it, pass your water through it, and it's what a lot of people call structuring.
Structured water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
um, but a magnet's the way you do it. Like the whole vortex stuff, I don't know about that, but a magnet's the way you do it.
No,
Because
I had a
there's
friend who had built the system that it was connected to his hose that the
yeah,
water would pass through it, and he would do structured water.
yeah.
Of
So
course, he was in Sedona.
I mean, the scientific experiments that address that issue would seem to take a little bit of the magic out of it, but it's kind of mystical in a way. Like a body of water. If something bad happened there, there's a body in the water. The memory of that person's in that body of water. To what extent and how much you can pick up, I don't know, but it might be an explanation for some stuff.
Well, I think that's why people talk to their water. You can change your water from talking to it before you drink it. So, you know, it's sort of along the same lines.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Emoto was the scientist that did some experiments along those lines. Even just putting a word on a piece of paper and taping it to the container affected the water when they froze it. The crystal structures changed.
really.
Well, so it's weird because I mean, if you can demonstrate that the crystallization of the water is affected by the intention of a word just taped to the container. I mean, it's interesting.
Well, I think the intent gets put into it every time the word is read,
Yeah,
even if it's not read out loud.
yeah. I mean, Ghostbusters 2 kind of hinted at this in a way, except they used slime. They were talking to the slime, and then they put it in a toaster, and the toaster jumped around, and that's basically there's real science that seems to indicate that there is some effect from words spoken or written or intention on water, and it holds that information. So there's some people are playing with the idea that they could use this to heal, like holy water, blessed water. Like the intention is put on the water, so there may be
Sure.
something really scientific
And
going
that
on.
goes back to thousands of years.
Yeah. So it seems like to the hardcore atheist, it seems like, oh, this is bullshit. But there's actual scientific experiments that are starting to show there's something up.
It
There's
makes
something.
sense though. I mean, why not? Why couldn't it retain a memory? I mean, the crystals in the ground do it,
Yeah,
like
I don't know much about the mechanism, like why crystals work. I can see. I think I can see why that may be the case. My
supposedly
understanding.
they do it.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I really don't know about that, but with the water, like the molecule, the way Ken Wheeler explains it, like he's dealing with a scientific perspective on these things, but it's crossing into it, like it's explaining spiritual stuff with science, basically. But the angle of the bonds in the molecule is like it picks up signals and it stores information. That's why when you can wipe it with a magnet. It's just like the hard drive of a computer. It's the same thing.
The whole wiping it with a magnet would, I don't know. That's, I suppose. I guess it would depend on the polarity of the water, or I don't know.
It disrupts it. It's supposed to clear all the data out of those molecules that you pass through the strong enough magnetic field. So like like the town I used to live in, the water coming out of the faucet came out of the lake, which is fed by a creek, which has sewer from upstream dumped into it,
Sure,
and so
fertilizers and everything else.
it's the whole wastewater treatment system dumps it up there. So you're getting water that has been passed through people, like thousands of people, and it could have so many negative memories in it. So if you're drinking that water, even if you're filtering it, you want to run it around a magnet like that and wipe it out because you don't know what you're getting.
No, it's true.
You don't know what you're getting. I mean, if you get it out of a spring that's been in the ground for thousands of years, you're good.
It's pure water.
Yeah, but
Doesn't have that negative influence on it.
I mean, you really shouldn't be drinking city water anyway.
Yeah.
I know people do it, but
I mean, there's places I can go and get spring water and for free. I mean, but it's traveling and gas,
yeah,
and I don't have enough containers to make it worth a trip.
yeah,
And it's right in Sedona.
yeah. It's kind of prohibitive for me because the way I live the van life. So
Sure.
got to keep it compact. Got to keep things small. I mean, I can't be just going and getting big 5-gallon bottles of water. And I mean, I guess
Yeah.
I could, but it'd take up a lot of space.
Sure.
So just do,
Yeah,
do
no.
what
Well, I mean, I've got the pop up that I've been like, I realize that how much little space you have.
Yeah.
I'm in my dad's house now, but for you realize how precious space is.
Yeah.
Like when I realize I have too much shit, I have to get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need all this shit.
A lot of people, they just accumulate stuff without thinking, and I did that. Like, before I sold my property a couple years ago, I had so much shit stacked up, and I was thinking, well, I'll use this one day, and some of that stuff had been sitting there for 10 years. I hadn't touched it.
Sure.
So when I sold the property, it had to happen fast, and I just had to just grab what was most important and leave the rest. It was burned or trashed or whatever. I don't know. My travel trailer was there, a deep freeze. I mean, all kinds of stuff. So, but it's also liberating. Like you start to think about, do I really need this stupid thing? And the answer for a lot of things is no.
Hold on, Joe just said. Also, he said also, so apparently I missed something.
Or,
I'm looking to see what I missed.
I can't even see the chat.
Anyway, he says, also for the record, I never said Bigfoot weren't telepathic. I said I didn't believe they are. If people want to extend that to mean I don't believe them, well, I can't help that. Good night, folks. Talk to y'all later. I wasn't calling anybody out. I'm just saying it's like it was said matter of factly. You can say what you want, dude, but you can go back and you were like, Bigfoot is not telepathic. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not convinced of it myself, but that doesn't mean I dismiss the possibility. I don't dismiss the possibility because talk about this water memory stuff and how everything's a frequency and a vibration. Like it's totally possible that someone could be picking up some frequencies that they're not really supposed to under normal circumstances. So I get it. I'm not convinced of it yet.
Sure.
That Bigfoot does it. That Bigfoot does it.
No, I'm not convinced, but I feel that if anybody would be able to, it would be them. Here's the people that their whole goal is to just live in peace and by themselves. They avoid humans. So the less noise, the better. You would think that they would have an ability to speak to through telepathy, or you know I know humans
Yeah,
can do it. So
it would seem like it would be helpful. It would be helpful for them, not only just to communicate silently, but to like know what's in our head. Like, what's this person up to? What's he here to do?
and I talked to someone about this today, and we were talking about them reading intention, um, and how they do it, possibly by seeing your essence, or I don't want to say aura, but sort of, you know, because you give off, you know, colors around you that we can't see, but some people can. Um, so I think they know your intent by the energy you're giving off.
Yeah. Well, no, the Curlian, how what's the name for it? The photography, where they've showed like something's cut off and the image is still there, of a leaf or something. It seems there's something there to perceive. So if someone has the ability to perceive a little bit outside the norm, why not? Such as auras. That may be what an aura is. But it's interesting how that image stays there when something's amputated. It's crazy.
Oh well, if you want to go with amputations and weird shit, phantom pain.
Hmm.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
You know,
Somewhere in the circuitry, something hasn't figured out that that limb is gone. You know.
well,
So
like with Stevie, she could, sitting there all of a sudden she's like, oh shit, my ankle itches. you know, yeah, shit like that, or I got a pain in my foot. It's weird.
yeah, I don't. It's hard to believe, but so many people have had the experience. So
Oh no, it makes sense. I mean, your brain is, now your nerve endings or whatever only go as far as your amputation, but leading up to that point, everything's the same. So, like, she can wiggle her toes, like you'll see the muscles going in her leg that she would normally use to wiggle her toes, and it feels like she's wiggling her toes.
yeah, yeah. So
Wiggle her
strange world.
NT, what's up?
Hey, Mokes. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, doing good.
Right on.
Yeah.
What does the rest of your shirt say, Lockbeard? I can't go to hell. What are they afraid you're going to take over? They have a restraining order against me.
Why
Afraid
is
you're going
that?
to take over.
There are people wondering in the chat or something.
That's funny.
Yeah, they don't want me down there or wherever it is.
Fair. Restraining order. I'm just
Water
reading.
memory, the thing with that, like, there's been some cases where, like, this girl got, I think it was a heart transplant from a girl that had been murdered. She remembered the murder of the girl that the heart came from. And
Wow.
you know what I mean? And so the water memories would seem to be part of what might explain that. The experiments with
No,
water,
that's yeah. No, that's a possibility.
and of course some people may say it's more of a spiritual thing, and there may be more, some more
Yeah.
energy going on there, but water memory would certainly help. But I just wonder how far we could advance this technology. How much of a complete coherent like memory can we encode into some water? And what kind of crazy shit what could we do with that?
And I'm sure it's being done.
Yeah.
You know, This is something else we won't be told about.
Yeah.
Mr. Harding, what's up, Jeff?
Hey, Mogs, how are you?
Good, good.
Hey, Locke and
Hey,
Ben.
listen,
Hey, Jeff. How are you?
It's fascinating stuff you're talking about with this whole phantom limb stuff. And it's interesting how the brain will glitch one way or the other when adapting to stuff. You know, I was talking to somebody last night about, because you're talking about like if you were to lose a limb, like Stevie did, if you lose her feet, and then that sensation still there, that sense of being able to control a digit that isn't there, you know, things like that. But it's all in how the brain guy, supposedly in this case where it's removed, it got conditioned so long that it's hard to desensitize that it's there. But there's other things that happens with the brain and the body that I find really remarkable, and it was coming up in chat last night in Paranormal Highways show, and they had a guest on that was a bit out there for me. I didn't have enough weed to smoke to keep up with that one, but the whole idea of like blood type changing, there's been people that have gotten really bad blood infections, and because they need several infusions, antibiotic infusions, or even like marrow transplants, that your blood type could go from O positive to A positive just from the glitch that your body goes through and adjusting to that. You know, it's just crazy how the body can adapt or doesn't adapt sometimes to things. I've always been right eye dominant, and I was that way growing up hunting. I was that way all the way through the military. And one morning I woke up left eye dominant. I mean, completely changed overnight.
How did you know?
I knew because I was out trap shooting the week before, and 3 days later I'm out duck hunting with my buddies, and I can't hit shit. And I'm just like, what is going on? And so, you know, you with both your eyes open, you make a little hole, hold it about 2 feet out and look through the hole, and then start closing your left and right eye, and which one is lined up with what you're looking at, right? And that's roughly how you're going to determine. I completely switched from right eye to left eye, and to this day I'm still left eye. And I saw my doctor about a month after that happened, and he said, well, did you have an eye injury? And I said, no. And he said, well, how long did it take? I mean, was it kind of like both of them or kind of weird, or did it just like right away? And I said, it right away. He says, the amount of rewiring that has to happen in your brain for that to occur in 24 hours and just you're adapted to it, he says, would blow you away. It should. That's not something the body should do regular. You know, that's just not normal. But
hey, Jeff, did you have any head injuries at all?
No, not during this time.
Okay.
You know, I guess what kind of freaks me out is if you start hearing about, and trust me, although I do believe that different areas of paranormal are real, I don't believe I've ever been abducted or anything like that. But people will claim that, you know, I was abducted and this happened. Something like that's probably something that you would imagine could happen if that happened. But pretty confident I've never been abducted or anything like that would cause it. But
I wonder what around that time was there some kind of major shift in your worldview?
Let me think about that for a second.
Besides your eye.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it may affect it because, you know.
I see what you're saying. If there could have been a mental dynamic push from one area to another, could it have drug a physical feature along like that with? I get that. I'm just trying to think of what that would have been.
Changing your religion, your political party.
I don't know what it would have been.
Push too hard, taking a shit. You know, what is it? You strain something. You know?
an extremely satisfying divorce, perhaps.
Yeah, well, you know that
Whew.
that came along a few years after it. Yeah, this happened about 8 years ago. So, but I mean, it was painfully obvious when it did. I mean, I was out, like I say, I was out with my buddies, and I'm a pretty damn good shot, and we're dropping ducks all day, and I can't hit the side of a barn, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I started making myself physically close my left eye when I would look, so that my dominant eye couldn't try to overtake my natural aim, and then I could hit stuff. I had to physically close my left eye to force my non-dominant eye to be as a right-handed shooter, But
Yeah, you're forcing the neural pathways, I think,
yeah.
back to the right
You
eye.
said I had 4 blood transfusions before my amputation. You are transfused with the exact match, or it, for lack of better words, it will not work. How could your blood type change?
Yeah, well, I always thought that too, because I had 45 antibiotic infusions in 45 days after I'd gotten bit by a black widow spider, and I had my whole blood system was infected. And so I was like, well, what's the side effects, right? And the doctor went through this list of side effects. Well, one of the minor ones is that you could undergo a blood type change. I thought, what the hell is that all about? But if you Google right now what could cause your blood type to change, the 2 main things they'll list is a bone marrow transplant, which that would make sense because that's where your blood's being organically made from. But the other one is a severe bacterial infection in your body that it was there long enough that in order for you to overcome it through infusions or whatever, that your blood type changes. And I'd never heard of that before.
Maybe you're Spider-Man. I mean,
no, I'm just saying mine didn't change during that. But when I looked this up on Google, I thought somebody was talking about their blood type change. I thought they can't do that. And then I looked it up and I was like, well, shit, maybe you can. It's not common. I haven't really heard of it happening to anybody that I know, but
Gary Johnson, how's it going? Jamie, how are you?
yeah, the body's a crazy thing, man. As far as
but yeah, I just want to show you guys some stuff. Went to my cabin last weekend, and this is a rock that they had thrown at my shed. You see, there's some of the stain from that. We stained it last year, and it was just kind of sitting there, laying there for scale.
What state is this?
This is Michigan.
Okay.
Northern Michigan. And
is that a groove in the rock or is it a crack in it?
No, that's some deck stain or shed stain.
Okay.
Yeah, that's man-made stuff. But there's nothing really anomaly on the rock itself. But it's just that. And one other thing I brought back was the journal that I've been keeping for a couple years. So we can page you this sometime. But there's some cool stuff in there.
Right on. Yeah, how long does that journal go back?
Oh, it goes back. I think. Let's see. Well, I got a bunch of old stuff here, but 2020, June.
Oh.
But
I thought he was going to read the first page and it was going to say, I found a Playboy hidden out in the garage today. It must be like you were 10 or something when you started keeping it.
It's a journal, not a diary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a fine line there, Mogs,
Yeah.
Well, journal, diary, tomato.
Guess it depends who's writing it.
Yeah. So we can do a choose your own adventure. Give me a page number and I'll read something if you get bored.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Absolutely. Tom Paul, salute. How are you, man? Who else? Well, just the fact that the body can heal itself is pretty friggin' cool.
Oh yeah. It's just a lot of these weird things you don't hear about. Your average person doesn't hear about it, and you're like, why not? This is crazy stuff. Like that girl I was talking about earlier, the authorities were able to use her testimony to solve the murder.
That's
the heart transplant you were talking about.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
freaking amazing. However, the mechanism is,
Wow.
That's
how did
crazy.
you remember enough information that they were able to solve the case?
Well, if you go into different transplant deals like that, you start realizing that there's a lot of recorded, I don't know how you describe it other than phenomena that occurs. Like I've heard of people, read accounts where people had a heart transplant and the way their favorite foods tasted were different. And when they meet the families of who the heart came from, they find out that that person's favorite food was some, you know what I mean? It's just like weird
things
stuff,
change,
you know?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
That can happen with any organ transplant for that matter. And you got to wonder, because no one's really paying as much attention to something like blood transfusion. So what if we started paying attention to that and seeing, okay, does this blood transfusion affect the recipient? You know, I don't think anyone's really keeping track of that, though. I don't think. I mean, maybe there is. I don't know. But
hang on a second. What's up, Mid-South?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey,
Same
Mid-South.
old thing.
Well, Locke, I think
About
something
Jerry,
like that.
Jeff? How are y'all?
Hey, guys. I think something like that, Locke, would have to be funded organically, you know, within a university if you were going to try to study it, because they're just the payoff for the pharmaceutical companies to have answers. They aren't going to fund studies like that. They could care less. They don't make any money off the answers, you know. But, you know, for universities who truly want to find answers to interesting questions, I mean, I think it'd be a fascinating thing to study. But
yeah,
that sounds more like a movie. I thought I'd seen a movie, something like that, about somebody got a heart transplant from like a murder victim or something, or unless they made it into a movie.
It's not an original story. That shit's been happening like that for a long time.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of accounts of it over the years.
Yeah, I had a bad car wreck back in 2017, and they opened me up. And they took my spleen out, took part of my large intestine, and part of my stomach out. So it took me like a whole year to get over that wreck. And I mean, I had most of my bones broken in my body. Had a friend of mine fall asleep at the wheel, and we hit a concrete pillar that holds up an overpass doing 85 miles an hour. And all I had was a shoulder restraint belt on and no airbag on my side. So,
ouch.
Yeah, it took them an hour and a half to cut me out of the car. And after they opened me up during surgery, I lost my immune system after they opened me up, and it's been taken. The doctor told me it'd take 5 to 7 years for it to get. So, and it's been 5 years now. So, it still ain't, because I mean, I get sick pretty easily if I'm around. But one thing that's really just astonished me is that I never caught COVID, and I've been around people who've had COVID, and having such of a weak immune system like that, you would think I would have caught it real easily.
Yeah, you would think with the compromised immune system that it would be more susceptible to that. Might have just got lucky.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me 2 years before I even think I caught it. You know, if I did catch it, I'm pretty sure I did. I mean, given the situation of the people that I was around at the time, and they got sick. So, but yeah, I got away with it for 2 years.
Yeah, I had the Pfizer shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't have any shot, nor will I.
Same
Just
here.
saying.
What was
Suzanne,
really
how are
weird?
you?
What was really weird about the Pfizer shot? The people that were getting them ahead of me, they could take a quarter and stick it to where the Pfizer shot was, and the quarter would stick there. It was weird. It's like nanobites or something in it. I don't know.
Well, I don't think quarters are magnetic, are they?
No, they're not. That's the weird part about it.
Implication that there was magnetic material they were injecting in people? Is that the implication?
I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Well,
It was just weird.
First off, we got to be careful talking about it on here.
Indeed.
Unfortunately,
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of the
I
talk,
got
a lot
got
of the
my
talk,
account.
a lot
My
of the
account on
talk
Facebook right
without
now is restricted
describing.
because of something I posted
Well,
on
then let's not
COVID.
talk about things that might get my channel in trouble.
Yeah, you don't want to. Don't go there.
Yeah. How about let's go back to this organ thing. What do you think that there's a spiritual connection to someone else's body part in yours?
Go ahead.
If you think about the whole families thing, I mean, I've never had a family member donate organs, but I'm just trying to wrap my head around. Can you imagine being married to a woman, being in love? She passes away. She's an organ donor, and they take her eyes and transplant them in another human being to where that person is now seeing through your wife's eyes. I don't even know if I could wrap my head around standing in front of that person. You know what I mean? That is just so crazy.
No, it would, yeah, it is would be kind of uncomfortable.
I mean, maybe it'd be different if it was her liver or something.
Right.
I mean, her eyes.
Well, you don't have to look into her liver.
Or her kidneys.
Betty Davis.
Let me look into your liver, baby.
Well,
You know what I mean.
Liver alone. Liver alone.
For Ben's question, I could tell you roughly what Kim Wheeler would say. The quick and dirty version is the water in your body is an antenna for what most people call consciousness or spirit or whatever. It's signals, it's frequencies, it's vibrations. The water molecules are the antenna. And I guess the brain is like a radio. So it's tuned to whatever you are, spiritual, or whatever you want to call it, a spirit or whatever you want to call it. It's tuned to whatever you are. So that's kind of, I'm probably not explaining it correctly, but if that makes any sense.
Well, when you look at what the brain's capable of and all the other things that we know about, like I talked before on here about how when my dad had a stroke and he came out of it, his first memories were these far distant memories back. Like he thought I was somebody he went to high school with. And 2 days later, he recognizes my mom, but he doesn't recognize me. And then 3-4 days later, he recognizes me. It's like the brain can actually stagger that long-term to short-term memory as it recalls it. If it's capable of doing that, then certainly it's capable of you getting an organ transplant and something tasting different. Or, you start thinking about all those, like you're referring to them, Locke, all the different frequencies that can be tuned into by the brain. Really, what wouldn't be capable of, really?
I tell you, when they removed my spleen, my taste changed altogether. I mean, things that I never did used to eat, I started eating and liked, and things that I hated, I started liking, and things that I liked, it changed my whole culinary habits.
Well, what he was implying earlier is that, people's, after having a transplant, that they're taking on these, this person's
senses.
Yeah, like their essence, taking on their essence, so to speak.
Mr. Lee, you're fired.
Personality. Yeah.
Come on,
I was
Mr. Lee,
telling,
get on.
I told Mr. Lee on my show the other night, on Monday night, I said, can you imagine how devastated Mogs would be if you just click? I was inviting people to come on Monday night, which is something I normally don't do, but I said, Lee, can you imagine if you clicked that link and just popped on there, for how it would just devastate Mogs that he's been trying to get you on for years?
He knows that if he's going to come on, he promised me he'd be the first, to come on here. So whatever.
And
But
sing some karaoke. He's
I
got
want
to
to hear the
sing.
British Bigfoot report.
right, we ain't seen shit. That's all he has to say.
Yeah, this is going to be the same every week. Real short and sweet. There's no Bigfoot in Britain. I'm pretty sure.
He could read a random page out of his London Sasquatch journal.
In the Cockney
Page
accent.
37. We're done.
It's the same as page 35.
Blank.
Did somebody say quick and dirty? What?
I think that was in your head, Stevie. I don't think.
I don't think anybody said that.
Yeah, I think you thought it. Maybe you might have thought it out loud in your head.
What else? So Mr. Lee got canned by Bigfoot Odyssey. He's no longer a mod over there. Huh.
What happened?
Oh, drama.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When they do it? Yesterday?
Well, whenever he had DW over there, Dark Waters, that was yesterday, I guess.
Yeah, he was on that night. That's right. I remember that. I remember something he said.
Yeah, I started watching it and couldn't.
Yeah, and I didn't mention this, but Dark Waters took one of my channels down off of YouTube back in 2015. Him and Vault Nightmare. I had a
Were
channel
they even together back then?
Yeah, they were. I had a channel called Memphis Sasquatch back then, and I got into it with Vault Nightmare because I caught him in some lies he had put on YouTube. He actually put up somebody else's video on YouTube, and I called him on it. And we had this little verbal match on 2 live streams. And I don't know how Dark Waters got involved in it, but it was with another channel that I was on, and I jumped from one channel and went to the other live stream. And when I got on Vault's stream, he blocked me out of chat, and he blocked several other people that was on chat. And then Dark Waters went on to Facebook and had all his subscribers flag my channel, and it locked my Gmail account up in it, and I could not get back into that channel again. The channel's still on YouTube, but I have no access to it.
Well, that's just
And he put a big post on Facebook, and he said we got another small channel on YouTube talking shit. He said, I think we need to teach this son of a bitch a lesson. He said, I need all my subscribers to flag this channel at least 100 times a piece, and it'll lock it up. And sure enough, it did.
Well, I don't have much to say about that.
No, I just,
I think me and Locke are looking at each other right now. Do you feel like things could go full circle at one click of a mouse here? Like,
yeah, I
we
really
started
don't want to go
talking
there.
about this like
No, I
8
get it.
months ago on Locke's channel the very first time. Came to a pinnacle here. It's nicely died down since.
No,
then.
it's not coming back. There's no reason for it to come back.
I just don't.
I just found it interesting that those guys that Kerry had him on his show.
Yeah, I think that was an interesting choice too.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
It was like 240,000 subscriber channels had to touch tips or something just to see what would happen. I don't know. Doesn't make sense.
Do what you want. I don't watch anymore, so whatever.
Obviously, I don't.
Well, why not?
It's over my head.
I guess Mr. Lee is not going to watch anymore.
Well, and Mr. Lee, like, he's been able. I think he. There's been some things that he hasn't. That's been going on that he hasn't really seen, and he's starting to see some of them. So I don't want to say too much.
Well, it's just a shame that somebody, expresses an opinion or voices, a thought, and the next thing you know, you're not a mod anymore. You're not even, it's like, what kind of bullshit is that?
Oh, big whoop. What were they paying you? Nothing.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
big whoop.
Such a pay cut.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I thought about starting a mega channel and building it to 100,000 people. And then I woke up one morning and said, why the hell would you want to do that? It would be nothing but drama and bullshit and 7th grade freaking hallway teeny bopper bullshit. I don't even want to deal with that. You couldn't pay me enough to want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Gary,
no, I'm pretty content with what I'm doing. You know,
about starting a channel.
Give me 50 good viewers each night. I don't need more than that. I don't need any more. I mean,
67 looks good right now, so don't go where I'm not telling you to go away. But no, as long as you can get a consistent audience, and come on, these guys are basically family. Everybody in chat.
That's the way I look at it. I mean,
I'm
fortunate to be. I don't know what normal analytics are, right? I mean, I have no clue, but I look at, when I look at Bigfoot Odyssey and I see 40,000 subs, and on a given night, they've probably got about
400, 450, sometimes 5.
Yeah,
I don't know that I've ever seen over 500 viewers, right? I mean, so I'd say they're like 1.2, 1.4% max of their subs would ever watch live. And then I'm sitting at 470 or so subs, and I've got like 55 to 60 freaking live or viewers when I broadcast. I'm thinking that's like 10%, man. I mean,
but you're doing good.
I'm like, man, I'm so grateful because
I do the same thing.
I think, you know what? If I had 15,000 subs, I don't know that I would ever have more than 50 or 60 watch at a time, because that's all it'd be the same ones, and that's what I like. I don't care what the sub base is.
Yeah, anytime I do live streams, it's usually out in the field. So I very rarely do I sit and talk. I've got several people that's telling me to do that, to start podcasts, but I guess I probably will in the future, because the older I get, the harder it's getting for me to get out in them woods and stumble around, and it's
shit. The older I get, the more I want to get out in the woods.
Yeah, I want to be out there, much more. Right now I'm going through some personal things, and then I'm trying to get my life a little straightened out a little better, but
this deal,
it's just, it gets harder and harder every time I go out there. Probably I need to leave the cakes alone, because I'm getting so damn fat. I can't get out there and climb the mountains like I used to.
Yeah, they'll do it.
Yeah, I gained like 130 pounds in the past 6 months since I've been in this program.
Damn.
6 months?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
well, there's more to it than that. If you have an autoimmune issue, those types of foods.
You taking prednisone or anything?
They affect they'll call it, like for me, if I eat too many carbs, it causes joint pain. So,
I never thought of that.
The whole, when you start saying though, maybe I should start doing this and start doing that. I don't, formulas are formulas. I mean, I'm helping somebody with one of their channels right now, and we're like, should we do topic-based discussions 2 nights a week, and then you do something else 1 night a week, and they're trying to figure out what's that magic formula, right? What works for one channel isn't going to work for the next, because it comes down to a magnetic personality that people want to relate to. And I'm not saying I have that. Actually, I wish I had a better personality that people want to relate to. I'd probably have a lot more than 480 subscribers. But that's what it comes down to. You see channels that have 3,000 subs and only got 1.5% watching them. It's because everybody was interested right away, but they just didn't have the personality to hold that base together and make them want to come back, But
well,
I think there's some personalities out there that could sit there and just play solitaire and have freaking 1,000 viewers if they kept talking, because they're just interesting people.
Sure. Junior, how's it going? It's a new name. Yeah, I'm content. I mean, I don't. I like 1,600. I should have more, I think, but I'm not worried about it.
I had Leon from the Ravens Outpost Monday night. I told him, man, if I had your freaking voice and your beard, I'd have 50,000 freaking subs by morning, man. That guy, he started about the same time I did, and we're at about the same sub counts, and we get about the same live views. We're kind of tracking right along together. But boy, I look at that guy and I think his whole dynamic and his flow and his ability to really
it's
southern
smooth.
drawl.
I like Lee.
I'm like, man, how does he not have 10,000 people sub to him right now? Blows me away.
I like the fact that he's ex-law enforcement. He brings that to the table. I tend to give that a little more credence.
Well, and he's not closed-minded. I mean, he's willing to talk about whatever you want to talk about. And he's not going to pick you apart just because he hasn't experienced what you've experienced, So if you want to talk about your opinion on UFOs, or you want to talk about whatever, he's interested in hearing it, But
he's cool. Jay, how you doing, man?
I'm hiding out from the women.
Oh, is that what it was? The girls were ganging up on you?
Yeah, they're ganging up on me, so I had to come in here to get away from them.
Hey, you wanted to be the ladies, man.
The safe space.
That's funny.
This is like protective custody when you get on the screen. Take me out of general population and protective custody.
There's all picking on me. There's all picking on me.
Who was it specifically?
All of them.
All of them.
Boy, I'll tell you.
You're blessed there, Jay. Don't worry about it.
Were they picking on you, or were they fighting over you?
No, they wasn't fighting over me. I think I might have instigated the whole thing. I'm not sure about that, but
did you say something that rubbed the whole gender the wrong way at once there?
Never. I'm always very courteous to all these women. You know that.
Instigate and claim victimhood. That's what I like to do. Works good.
Yeah.
Carrie Johnson said, stupid spelling error again. Damn it all to hell. No, but it's funny because Batman says, whoa, Gary, your cussing is getting out of hand. Sorry, that just caught me as funny. Oh, wait. Cindy says Jay needs a good spanking.
See what I mean?
Things I don't need to see.
Hey, you don't know what the old man's into.
Mr. Still's into that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mr. Still will give you a paddling if you need one.
Oh yeah, she's a damn robo-door.
She'll put them heels on, and you're in trouble.
Yeah, and she'll walk on your back.
But
I'll be right back.
Where are you going? Stevie B says Jay was talking shit again. I'm wondering what he said.
We might have to get Stevie on here to get a firsthand account of what happened there.
Yeah.
Stevie says,
All right,
tell him what you
guys.
said, Jay.
I'll see you later, Moggs. I'm headed out.
All right, dude. Take
Bye,
care.
Jeff. Lockbeard.
Have a good night.
Man.
Hey, see you later, man.
All right.
Moog said he's a receiver earlier. Almost unsubscribed. Not that kind of receiver. Bat Mom. Jay's getting his wig on.
Oh boy.
Getting out
Yeah,
the
Jaylene's going to make an appearance.
Getting the mop out.
He probably passed gas, according to Cindy.
Everybody's got their theories.
I'm going to sign off. I'll see you guys in chat. So,
Ben, it was good talking to you. I'm glad you popped on. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Yeah, I'll be back later.
All right, man.
I'm not sure what Jay's doing. He might be airing up his date for later. Getting her all aired up and tucked in for later.
Oh, jeez. Richie, the movie is in the theaters tomorrow. Which movie? Some probably Marvel movie, I'm sure. Oh, Downtown Abbey, or whatever it is. Richie and I could see him getting into that show. Lockbeard, Batmom thinks you're throwing gang signs.
Not me.
Yeah, you were like peace, and she's like, ah.
Oh, you misunderstood. I was reaching out to do a Vulcan mind meld.
So yeah, Steve, you should come on.
Yeah, Stevie, let's hear what tell us what Jay's sins are. So he's obviously not fessing up. He's acting like he's not sure what he said.
We can get the elusive.
I think right now he's going back and reviewing.
That's probably right.
So he's like, shit, what did I say?
We'll get the elusive both sides of the story right here, live.
He's scrolling up going, what the hell did I do? Where did it all go wrong?
Why are they picking on me? And Stevie was like, tell him what you said.
Nikki's here. I wonder, when's Nikki going to have her next ladies' night? That was kind of fun.
Right.
I thought that was kind of an interesting, I hadn't seen that kind of a format done before.
Yeah, usually, like, you'll see she squatchers do something, and it's the girls, and usually they have a guy as a guest.
Yeah, I was a guest on their show twice, and it was at the beginning. They're like, well, we're backstage, and they're like, okay, you should dance with us, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't.
No.
And they're like, and I'm just like,
I'll just watch.
They're actually going to be on my show here next week.
All right, on.
Well, Jen,
hey, Brandy, how are you?
I think all of them are, but
no, it was good to see you. Just an all-lady panel. Got to meet Sandra.
Yeah, I think everybody realized that you don't mess with Sandra after that night.
Nope. That mom says, you missed it. We worked hard to spread depression. Sharing is caring, Jeff.
Tess always knows the right things to say, doesn't she?
what is Gary saying here? Gary saw some angels in a cloud. I saw a video today on, like, I've been watching Paranormal Caught on Tape on Travel Channel.
Oh, yeah.
And they showed this one where the guy was videotaping the clouds, and they were open. There was like a hole in the cloud. And sure enough, it looked like somebody walking through the cloud. It was bizarre. In that opening. Damn, you must really like that show there, Richie.
It seems like I saw some talk about that somewhere else. I'm like, why is people talking about Downton Abbey? What's the deal?
No, can't get into it. Pat Mom says life alert may need to be pressed there, Jay. If you hear us, press the button.
I had to go make me a toddy, guys. I'm sorry. It took me a little while.
Put a hat on.
Put a hat on. I didn't wash my hair today, and it don't look quite right.
Is that what they call it these days? Had to make a toddy?
Had to make me a toddy. Yep.
So what'd you make?
That's what I want to know. Is it an actual toddy?
Yes, it is.
Little whiskey, and what else is in it?
Well, it's got about that much Jim Beam and about that much Coke.
Is that really a toddy, though? And I thought toddies were hot.
No, this one ain't hot.
What do you got? Thermal?
Yeah, it's a pretty neat little device, but it hooks up on the cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got one of those. It's pretty cool.
Pretty neat. You don't have resolution for shit though.
No. Well, JCL Ohio had one, and he sent it back to me to use for the next year. So when I'm done with it, I'll send it back.
Hey, I saw a video today. It could be old. I don't know. Like I said, I hadn't been on here but a couple of years. I don't know. It was about a family that was on a road. They were out in somewhere, and they saw a Bigfoot in the distance, and they started chasing. They started chasing after it with their cameras, trying to get closer. And it showed them they was in a dead run the whole time and never caught up to it. And they were zooming in on it, and you could tell that the Bigfoot was just in a normal stride. So as fast as they could run, they couldn't catch up to this thing with it just taking normal stride.
In the video, does it look like it's out in front and to the left, like going up an edge of a hill a little bit?
No, it's flat ground. It's dead
it's not
flat.
The video that I'm thinking of.
It's dead flat ground, and then they stop. They're out of breath, and it starts cutting across the field, a wide open field, and they started running after it. And by course, time they got closer to it, it just disappeared out of nowhere. You know, I presume the field was kind of like a wheat field, and it wasn't probably 3 or 4 feet high. You know, I don't know if it just laid down in the wheat field or what, but it was really interesting because when they zoomed that camera in, of course, it was pretty good distance, but it was very interesting. I'll tell you that. But they were in a dead run and never could catch up to that thing, and it was just a normal walking pace, you know. And
I remember seeing one where there were 2 hunters, and the one guy was filming, one guy was a bow hunter, and the guy saw something, and the guy had panned with the camera, and the guy was like, "Give me the camera," and he grabbed the camera and went running after it. I've seen that one, but I don't.
That was it. That was the Wells film or something like Wells brothers or something like that.
They were brothers. I don't.
Yeah, this was a mother and a mother, dad, and two teenage kids. Teenagers.
Junior says, I got a feeling Bigfoot can manipulate gravity so they can run faster, climb up hills, and do all kinds of crazy feats. Yeah, I don't think so. Not the gravity part. I just think it's muscle to mass ratio. They're fast.
Fast, long legs, leverage.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a newer film or it was old or not. I just saw it and it was interesting. Is all I know.
I've got a Facebook message out of the blue from
LIB, what's up, man?
From Batmom. It says, "Oh my God, I thought you'd never ask. I'll send you my X-ray." I'm like, is this meant for me? Are you pregnant? Can I read this on stream? And she says, sure, it was about the liver comment. And I was like, oh.
I think a lot of people are discounting because they find it hard to believe because we're very sedentary. We're not out in the woods all the time, keeping conditioned. And I think they're discounting just how much is possible if one is conditioned and out in the woods all the time.
I don't think you need to even talk Bigfoot to see that. I mean,
with people,
if you think you're in shape and then you go and spend a day with a team of 7 or 8 Navy SEALs that are wearing 40-pound packs, running up the side of a mountain and try to keep up with them. I mean, you won't even be close.
Yeah.
It's just they live and breathe in that environment long enough that you can't draw a concept of being that good at it, so to speak.
Yeah.
There's just no realistic frame of reference for you.
Look at Jay.
Hi, Stevie.
Hi. Why are you hiding, Jay?
Stevie, what did that bastard say?
I'm going to let him say what he said.
I'm hiding from Stevie
I
B.
can't. It's so bad I can't repeat it. He's got to tell you.
It's that bad that Stevie can't repeat it? Oh, my gosh. That's got to be pretty bad.
He knows what he said.
I got a feeling I got a head thumping coming.
You got a what coming?
I got a feeling I got a head thumping coming.
Head thumping?
I think that's why he made the drink. He's trying to get drunk so fast that
he got scared. And when he made a drink,
he said, actually did.
He said, oh, shit, I need a drink. How you doing, Jay? You all right?
I'm okay.
I'll let you tell the tale.
It was something about when one of us...
Something about
it. He can't even say it.
He can't remember verbatim.
No, he remembers. He remembers.
When we're driving out to your place, Moggs, when one of us goes to sleep, it was something about that. I forget the rest of it.
Oh, no, you didn't forget. Say it. Say it. And then when you say it, say what my reply was. Oh, he got quiet now. Look.
I plead the fifth.
He got quiet.
It's going to come out, Jay, so either you spill it or Stevie can spill it.
He wrote it in chat, so you can probably scroll up.
Now, you setting it up to where this is all we get so far.
I plead the fifth.
I can see now where it could be pretty bad.
I plead the fifth.
I just can't picture Jay saying something as bad as it seems like
to piss off all the ladies.
Wow.
All the ladies had my back. That was cool. Thank you, ladies.
What are you gonna do? Shave one of her eyebrows off or something? Or
he said that would have been simple and funny, maybe even, but no.
Simple?
Yeah, compared to what he actually said.
Hey.
Tell him, Jay.
You gonna use hot water and make her pee herself? What?
I can't say it.
Gonna pull over and
He
play a
can't
little.
say
Type
it.
it, you could say it.
Gonna pull over and play a little game I like to call "Guess What's in Your Mouth."
He had the balls to say it in chat. He can't say it now. Come on.
I can't even go back that far. And
Yeah, it's like it's gone.
He's crying.
It's gone, and that's
He's
how
gonna
Jay
be
wants
crying
it.
if it ain't already.
Well,
I
maybe
have
it's
no
best that
idea
we
what he
don't
might
know.
have said.
Good, Moggs. Don't look any farther.
Oh, I'm looking. Screw that.
He's gonna find it.
I'm surprised it goes back this far. Shit.
Right now, everybody's scrolling back.
Oh my! What? Do you have any idea of the timestamp?
I don't know.
I'll save you some time. All right. I typed in when
No,
Stevie.
you said not. He's trying to soften it up there. He
Hey,
typed
listen.
in.
Hey, listen. It's the way I said it. You shut up over.
Oh, okay. You're already skating on thin ice there, buddy.
He's
See,
like,
you're-
my fingers, for some reason, typed in what?
Yes. And it was all just a joke. And boy, these women took off on me like
Still trying to soften it up.
I said when we're driving the Moggs, when Stevie B falls asleep, I'm a Copperfield.
Oh,
all I
shit.
said.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
You know, some things just don't. Sarcasm just doesn't transfer. in text
No,
sometimes,
no,
you know?
not in chat.
The whole tongue. The
So
whole
what was
tongue.
my response, Jay?
The whole
What did I
tongue in
type back?
cheekness just doesn't come through sometimes.
Well, you typed it back. By God, you said.
You know exactly what I said. I said Jay's about to get his ass kicked too.
Copperfield, she'll cop a
Something like
punch.
that. I can't remember exactly what I said now.
July 23rd, Stevie shows up alone.
I
Even
said I'm
though,
gonna bring
even
my
though they
shovel.
left together.
It's like
The only thing I'm packing is I'm bringing a shovel.
A lot of
She
holes in the
walks-
desert.
she
Yep.
walks up to the door and
I'll make
Muggs-
my own.
You're like, "Where's Jay?" And she's, "Oh, he's
I got
tied
a
to
feeling-
he's
I got
tied
a-
to the roof out
I
there."
got a
Some
feeling
Texas somewhere.
I got a feeling if I did that, I'll be showing up with one arm.
You're not gonna be showing up at all.
And bruised because she beat you with it.
She
The
knew I was.
paramedics like, damn, now Stevie has to stay awake the whole ride now.
I'll be okay. That ride will go by real quick.
Boy, she knew I was just playing with her. Boy, these women took off
I
on
said
me.
he's lucky I love
Woo,
him.
Man,
I'd kill him.
they took off on me.
Yeah, I always thought that guys my age could look forward to at some point. I'll be so old that
You can get away with shit like
you
that.
could do something like that and just claim I'm going senile. I didn't know what I was doing.
Jay ain't old enough yet.
Evidently,
No,
that's
it's
not
not.
true.
I'd be driving like this, and my hand would go, "Oops, my arm slipped."
And I say, oops, my
You're just
fist
a dirty
slipped.
old man.
Evidently, it does. That's not in the cards to have that game.
That mom's got a point. She's like, Stevie, you don't need a shovel. There's hogs on the way to Arizona.
Oh boy, that's a
True.
and there would
All
be
the
nothing.
evidence will be gone.
There would be no evidence. There would be no evidence
That's
left.
Jamie
right.
said, Jay is going to feel Stevie's phantom pain.
Yeah. That was good. That was a good one.
We're gonna have a good time, ain't we, Stevie
I
girl?
said he's lucky I love him. That's all I can say.
We're gonna have a good time.
That's how it starts.
You get rid of
He'll be wrapped up on the hood.
Did you get rid of that dog, Stevie, or what?
No,
You still got it? That's a
Yeah.
cute little old dog. Oh, it's a cutie.
he is. He's a little pain in the ass, though. No, he's not really. He's a good dog.
Yeah.
She's got it trained to bite the shit out of anybody that tries to touch her while she's sleeping.
The Copperfield dog.
I'll bring him along. for the ride.
Mm.
He'll stand guard.
It looks like it's a
support dog.
It's part beagle and part, what did you say it was, Stevie?
Corgi, is that what it's called?
So it's noisy and has no legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just keep it.
No, I don't. I gotta find him a home.
Is its tail all corkscrewed or?
No, he's just got
tail?
little tiny stumpy legs.
Oh.
But he almost looks like he's got beagle mixed.
Yeah, he's got beagle in him. I can tell you when you showed me that picture, it's got beagle in it.
Yeah, he's got that face.
He's cute as a button. Cute as a button. I mean.
Oh, he is. He really is. It's a shame.
Hey, LB,
how's it going? Not asking Mr. Lee, saying someone won't say hi because of your associates. I don't know what that means.
I lost track.
Hey, LB, did you get rid of those turtles?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the ones that were in the hotel room with me.
Yeah.
I shot some video of it. I'll probably show it sometime soon where I release those two particular ones.
What kind of turtles?
They're box turtles.
Right on.
I've stopped and saved box turtles off the highway my whole life. So, but I've been filming it lately.
Right on. I used to catch them when I was a kid. And then down in Florida, it was cool to see like tortoises.
Yeah, except for the other day, I was at work and somebody ran one over in front of the main gate of the park. That pissed me off. As big as that tortoise was, I mean, he's probably good 12, 13 inches across. He was a big boy. Somebody ran him over.
Well, I've gotten out of my vehicle to get a turtle off the road, and then someone ran it over.
While you're trying to rescue it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Did they have to swerve to avoid you in order to do it?
No, because I wasn't in the road. Like I try to, get out of the road and try to be safe about it. But
well, that's what pissed me off is that where it was, somebody had to go out of their way to swerve around coming out of the front gate of my park. They had to go to the right, kind of swerve around to the exit to hit it. It was like somebody did it on purpose.
Intentional, yeah.
People are assholes.
That's why I said when you told me it happened, I was like, I hope it destroyed their tire.
Yeah, right.
Well, I had a brilliant idea for dealing with that, but I could probably get in trouble for even suggesting it.
Uh-oh.
Make like foam rubber fake turtles that look realistic enough.
Decoy turtles.
Put a spike inside it and then set it on the other side of the white line, just off out of the road. So the person that hits it has to swerve over the white line to the side.
You know it's intentional then.
Yeah, then you know it's intentional. But I imagine the authorities might have a problem with that.
Probably.
Yeah, I would think so. Good idea, though.
Once upon a time says, why did the turtle cross the road? To get into Lockbeard's van. Caught some candy turtle.
Yeah, that wouldn't be any fun to pull a tire out on a turtle doing 75, 80.
Yeah, I'd probably get someone killed, and then to be like, wait, this
We were
a bad idea.
We were I was pulling my Ranger boat behind my Yukon, and the boat has a tandem axle trailer. So there's 4 tires on the trailer. And we were at a fishing tournament, and after the tournament, we were drinking, and we were going back to the hotel. Now, to get back to the hotel, we had to cross over the dam. So the Oahe Dam in South Dakota is not as big as the Hoover Dam, but kind of the image of a highway that goes over the top of the dam, right? So we're like, got a little buzz going. We're driving along, pulling the boat. It's dark. And we're like, just make sure we don't swerve, don't want to get pulled over. Frickin' porcupine, while crossing the dam, runs in front of me. And I blew 2 of my 4 Yukon tires out and 2 of my boat trailer tires out in one shot.
Damn.
And we're stuck there on this 2-lane road going across a dam. We can't get out of the lane, and the three of us none of us should be driving. The cop came. I
Did
think
the
he
porcupine
sensed.
survive?
I think no, but I think he sensed that we probably shouldn't be driving. But he was just so impressed that we blew out 4 tires on one porcupine. He kept walking back and forth from the truck to the boat trailer, going, I can't believe how many quills are. I mean, like one tire to have like 50 quills stuck in it.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Judy Wheeler sent me a picture today. She says we ought to post this on Mugs. A guy that had a tail.
Oh yeah.
You see?
That was pretty wild.
Did you see that too?
I did. She sent it to me.
Yeah. The guy's got a tail, like a dog's tail.
I don't think I got that one.
He was born with a tail.
Well, yeah, he's born with a tail.
I've heard of it.
That was weird.
I've heard of it on babies and a couple, I think, newborns, but that was the first time I saw a picture.
This is a grown man.
Yeah.
How long was it?
It was pretty long, but if you read the story behind it, it said that it was I guess cut off to a nub kind of. But that picture, it was long. It was, I don't know. They didn't say anything about that. It's just weird. Very weird.
I get pictures sent to me from my scientist friends who are all into those science sites that catches anomalies, and they share them in a group. And I get pictures of weird stuff like that. I got a picture the other day. Maybe somebody else has seen this because I think I seen it on Facebook a little bit. A baby zebra that is black with white stripes. It's like the size of a colt running around with the other zebras, and it's completely reversed.
It's a negative, basically.
It was absolutely
really.
I've never seen anything like that. They had a name for it. I mean, it's not just melanistic, all these different color traits, but for it to be polar opposite, the stripe pattern or the spot pattern on some cats, for it to be reversed, where the cat's black instead of tan with tan spot. There's some really rare condition it's called, but this zebra didn't have it just somewhere. I mean, it was completely black with all light gray and white stripes. It's crazy. I seen another deal where a buddy of mine had sent me a picture of human beings that have this condition that when you shine ultraviolet light on them, you can actually see stripes on their body.
Yeah.
Saying that this is something that humans have recessed out of way back, but there's just a few little areas in the world where you'll catch these traits still showing up a little bit, but they actually, it looked like just like, a white skin color, and the stripes kind of appeared like a butterscotchy orange color when they were lit up. It was really different.
This is entertaining as shit.
Jay,
that entertaining.
What are you saying? You want Jay to take a shit? Would that be more entertaining? Jay shit himself right now.
No, you
step it up a notch, maybe.
You want to clear your room. You don't want to see that. I'm telling you.
We don't want to see it. So
we don't want to see it. We just want to see.
You know what happened once he starts fidgeting?
I just want to see the expression on his face. We just want to see your face as your chair gets ruined.
Oh God!
He'd be like, be right back. Need another toddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna go run for another drink, or so he says.
Like a contest. Can you shit your pants right now and maintain a complete normal facial expression?
Well, I ain't sure in the hell ain't gonna sit here and try. I can tell you that right now.
Just cough or something wrong.
Damn it. That's what the crowd wanted, though. I mean, Batman was. You're letting
I just lit the wrong end of a cigarette.
I don't know.
I like Miss Steele's comment there.
What'd she say?
Hold on.
He's a legend.
You guys will get as old as I am one day these days. You have to take a goddamn stool softener every day.
No.
No, when it
That
hurts,
day will never come.
when it hurts to pee, I'm done. If I get up in the morning and it hurts while I'm peeing, I'm finding a way to go out in a blaze of glory before the sun goes down. I can tell you that.
Just wait. You just wait, guys.
At the funeral,
Wait,
somebody
wait,
realizes
wait,
it's
for
just a
what?
kidney stone.
Just a bladder infection. Little cranberry juice could have
It
cleared
would
it
have
up.
cleared
for
that
you.
shit right up.
I passed one of them things one time.
Well, he did go out in a blaze of glory, didn't he?
It ain't. I can tell you, I haven't passed one. But a very good friend of mine did one night, and we were racing street stocks. I was driving one and he was driving one, and he was crying as we were staged waiting to pull out on the track. I looked over at him, I could see he was crying. And we went out and raced a 12-lap heat race and came in, and his picture had to pull him out of his street stock. They're like a arm over his shoulder. They walk him into the bathroom. And this is one of those bathrooms with the guy's bathroom with the steel trough, the old school. He stood there crying and screaming, and all of a sudden you heard tink. It was like you just threw a pebble in there.
Instant relief.
No thanks.
Well, you can't help it. It hurts. You just can't. I know women go through. It's got to be similar to a women's child.
No, don't go there now.
Tracy just said they say it feels like labor pain.
That's what I've heard. Oh my God, guys.
Yeah, well, when I was younger, I heard that if you wanted to feel the same pain, you were supposed to grab your lip and wrap it over your head. That would be the same pain that a woman goes through in childbirth.
Still not close.
Yeah.
Still not close.
Now, this is an interesting phenomenon that we've touched on here, because every now and then when you get a Facebook post from like 5 years ago and you're reading it, your memory, and you're like, I don't even remember posting that, right? I had shared one time where I had watched a woman in a group talking about how she's about to give birth any day, and she was really scared. And all the other women were posting saying, oh, sweetie, you'll do fine. It's going to be fine. It's no big deal. And I'm reading this as a guy going, what are you freaking talking about? You guys have been playing this card like you have to be a superhero. And here you're telling this poor girl it's going to be okay. It's no big deal. Somebody's lying here. Either you're lying to this girl and it's going to not be okay. It's going to hurt like hell. Or you've been lying to all of us men about how bad it is. I'm trying to figure out which one.
No, they're not lying.
So I got to tell you guys, just imagine just peeing a potato. Compare it to that.
I thought you were going to say like a pineapple or something really painful.
A potato.
Yep. Imagine that coming through you as you're trying to pee. And
No.
you might be able to relate to a little bit of what labor pains.
You had me at the stone earlier, but
Yeah. Pee a potato.
yeah, throw a potato in there. I'm gonna have some fucked up dreams tonight.
I remember when we had our first kid, the doctor was giving me instructions as we're getting ready to go into the delivery room. It's like, just keep your hands away from her mouth. And I'm like, what? Yeah, don't get your hands anywhere near her face. And I'm like, for like bacteria, she's like, no, she'll bite a freaking finger off if you don't. And I never considered that as a possibility. Like you're stroking her forehead, going, it'll be all, ow! What the hell?
Who else? Mr. Lee says, oh my God, I'm blushing and I'm not looking.
Here, Jay, I got today's release for you. If I can show that.
All right. Just tilt it just a little bit.
Yeah,
okay. There you go.
Oh, the turtle?
Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool, bro. Yeah. That's a big one there.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's a good size.
I mean,
Yeah.
actually, that was the size that was outside the gate. It was,
Oh, is it? Yeah.
yeah, it was that big.
They
Go off
always
into the
go.
world.
They always go up over that hump. There's a embankment there, and then it drops real steep on the other side. They always go up that.
Mm.
Then because I guess they just don't want to come this way. But I filmed that right before I did the beehive stuff today.
Right on.
But I found her on the road, and I had to stop and get her.
You're a good man, bro.
Grasshoppers is fascinating turn of topic. It's always a fascinating turn of topic. There's like 12 fascinating turns of topics every night in here.
Yeah,
Well,
if you don't
well,
like
we
it, just wait around 5 minutes. It'll change.
Just give it a minute.
We
Yeah.
need to figure out what those turtles see in the woods, because if anybody's seen some Sasquatches, they're turtles.
Strap a GoPro on one of them and just let them go.
That might be an idea.
Yeah, you got to put a tracking device on it too.
Yeah, to find your GoPro.
Well, I don't know why the topic changed because I always said here cool, calm, and collected.
Whatever, you shut up.
Starting shit.
You're on timeout. You're on timeout.
When you get the GoPro back, you see the turtles walking down a trail, and you're like fast forwarding and skimming through it, and you're like, man, it still feels like he's going really slow.
Well, if you watch on 1.5 times speed, it's still fucking slow. Mugs, I have a fox family in my garden. I saw the cub today. It was cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Yeah.
Should come on and tell us about it.
Yeah, come on here and tell us all about
Words
it.
only say so much, you know. In chat, anyways.
This is true. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Pyromatic, I had one turtle that kept coming back to me year after year, too.
Gary Johnson says, well, thanks for saving the turtles' lives.
It's my pleasure. Pyromatic, where did you do the turtle race at?
They have turtle races in our out where my lake home is up in northern Minnesota. It's kind of a touristy area, and for about 20 weekends every Saturday in the summer, people at noon every day. Actually, the main street has a giant circle with a little starting circle in the middle where everybody puts their turtles in the middle, and whichever turtle makes it to the outside line first wins. And the local businesses all throw money in the pot. So all the tourists that are there that week, you know, will go catch a turtle. They're all painted turtles here, not box turtles. They're painted turtles. They're kind of an orange
Water turtles.
orange colored on their stomach.
That was one thing I always wished I could tell the people, because where I grew up in Okmulgee, Oklahoma, where we have the pecan festival every year. And we'd cook the world's largest pecan pie in the street, and we'd have turtle races and carnival and all that stuff. But the guys running the turtle race would put a red ear water turtle in there with some box turtles, and I'm like, you can't do that. Red ear turtles can move.
Yeah,
sure.
Like, you can't. You got to put them in their own race.
Yeah.
But yeah, but when you said painted, it made me think some of the kids paint.
Jay, what the hell are you doing? Oh,
the turtle.
a tail?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they call them painted turtles, the ones that are up here, because on the bottom, the whole breastplate is bright orange with green, like the green tic-tac-toe-y looking.
Yeah, their skin, like their legs will have that orange stripes to it too.
And they're pretty low profile. I mean, they don't have a big hump.
They don't get that.
You know,
big
you get one. You know, they'll get about that big.
I've
but
never seen one
the
of
ones that are about that big are the fastest. You know.
Jimmy boy, I'm not putting that up. Sorry, buddy.
Tahlequah Paramedic, I see that. I guess they have turtle races all over.
You know what? The East Coast, we did like growing up down the shore. They do the same thing, but with crabs.
Awesome.
Blue crabs, yeah. Crab races.
Yeah,
they
right
should
on, we used to have them right on the dock. Right on the dock. Pluck them fresh out of the water.
Yeah,
Blue crab.
they
Blue
should
crab, right?
specify on the poster that it's for blue crab. So Jay would show up and be like, "Well, that's a pretty big race course for the crabs I brought here."
Hey, hey, brother.
This isn't the flea circus. So I guess Mr. Lee feeds the fox. Right on. I don't like them going into the road, busy road here. What are we at? An hour and 50 minutes. Damn. That went by
Wow.
pretty quick.
Right?
I see. Pyro says, I saved him on the road on the way to put him in an ice chest. When he hit the sun, he could have beat a hare.
The road gets hot.
Oh, yeah, it does. Especially out in Arizona. I couldn't walk the dog on the street because the roads get so hot. I don't know if that was my phone going off.
All right, man.
I just heard a ding. I was like checking my
Here's
phone.
mine.
Everybody's checking their phone.
I'm just reading chat real quick. Hold on. Sorry, things I just can't relate to, like postpartum depression. Sorry, ladies.
I can.
It's
Steve.
definitely real.
Hey,
Oh no,
Steve,
no! I don't question it. I'm just
I had it. Believe it or not.
sympathy.
No.
Stevie, I signed all my papers on my hailstorm damage, so hopefully I'll have that done before we leave up there. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I signed everything today.
Hobbs,
Jeff,
take care. Good to see you.
What were you saying, Jeff?
So we had two sons, and they're 10 months and 5 days apart. Mostly because the second one came a month early, C-section. So that got them really close together. So, for 2 months a year, they're the same age. And at the time, my wife at the time was working at a bank 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And I was working stupid hours, and we were making about the same money, and we didn't want to put the kids in daycare. So I said, well, I'll do sales consulting from home. So when we had the first kid, she'd just start crying out of the blue, the whole postpartum thing. I didn't get it. I was like, geez, I'd go out and mow the lawn and come in and make dinner and rub her feet, and she's still bawling. It's like, what the hell am I supposed to do here, right? And so we go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, what's wrong? And I said, I can't do anything. She won't stop crying. And so he said, ask her, is that true? And she started crying right there. And I was like, you see, So he gave her a medicine to help her with the postpartum depression thing. Well, I spend that year at home with this kid every day, listening to Sesame Street and fucking Barney, losing my mind. And we have another kid like right away. I mean, I remember holding him about this big with a bottle, and she came down the hallway and looks at me and she says, I'm pregnant. And I'm sitting there looking at this baby, trying to do the math in my head. I'm like, are you sure you're the mom? I mean, this the math don't even add up to me, This is crazy. So then we had two kids. I mean, they were both real little. And I was at home. And I got to where I was like the whole depression thing. And so I go to my doctor and I said, remember when we were here before with the whole postpartum? And he said, yeah. I says, well, I got it now. And he says, well, how do you know that's what you have? And I said,
Did you start crying?
I said, because I'm going to bury every one of these fuckers in the backyard and end up on Fox News if you don't give me something. I mean, I was losing my mind.
Wow.
And he put me on the same medicine she had been on. And it was like, whoop, somebody flipped my light switch on and everything felt normal again. So I know that's crazy, but I mean, it is a real thing. I'm telling you that. Holy shit.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but some women get into that deep depression, and it can be scary, really. Your hormones are all flipped upside down in every which way, and a lot of the time women don't even realize that they're going through that. That's what's even more scary.
Well, and then it becomes okay. So after our second kid, I mean, we went a long time, and she suffered from depression, came back, and she suffered from it for a long time. And that's eventually, after about a decade.
All right, Jay, thanks.
What led to our divorce, Stevie, was just because I was like, we need to see a doctor. We need to, and I hate to say this, but sometimes for a woman, her independence and her pride is, I don't have a problem. It's not an issue. It's not this and that. And then you realize that eventually she ended up getting a prescription, took it, and she said, it's like somebody pulled me out of the dark,
And she saw it.
But some people are in a depression for years and years, and they don't.
Some never come out of it.
They deny it, and their pride won't let them go talk to somebody about it because they've lost that threshold of comparison. I'm depressed compared to what? I don't remember what it feels like not to be depressed.
Exactly.
So so it's easy to just say no. It's just everything else is working against me. No, it's not. There's homeless people that live in a fucking box that still find joy every day and still love each other. They have nothing. So,
yeah.
That mom said something. She goes, when I was pregnant, I didn't throw up, but would have the morning sickness. I would literally look over at my ex-husband and say, I'm sick to my stomach, and he would be the one to throw up. That's weird.
He was just getting it over with because he's a chain reaction puker. He knew that as soon as you threw up, then he'd have to throw up. So he was going to throw up first.
Preemptive strike.
He's competitive, He was competitive.
He didn't hold your hair.
Yeah.
What's up, Uncle Bone?
He didn't hold her hair. That's for sure.
What's up, Bones? Bones is on my show Monday night. He came on, and we had a blast, man.
Right on.
Yeah, I tried to go on Nikki's show, but I couldn't get my computer to work.
Yeah, you had bad signal that night, I think. How you doing?
Oh, it's great. Good
to
see you, Steve.
Yeah, definitely. Good to see you. Definitely good to see you.
I'm sorry Jeff left. I'm jealous of him. He gets to ride across the country with you, Stevie B.
Jay.
He might not make it all the way there.
Yeah, it depends if Stevie falls asleep or not.
My oxygen hose was longer. I'd ride over with Nikki, but Well,
you got to take care of yourself.
Here.
Yeah. You got to take care of yourself. That's what's important. Definitely.
Richie's killing me with his upcoming menu.
I saw that. I was like, damn.
Mogs, we're going to make linguine and clam sauce on Friday night. Oh, my God. I can't wait.
Wow.
Tell Richie I'll see him tomorrow.
Shrimp and cocktail sauce.
Road trip.
What did I didn't cook the linguine and clam sauce when I was there, did I?
No, you did not.
No, I did the breakfast.
Damn it.
Just don't let Richie cook the shrimp though. He overcooks them.
One time.
That's the only time he ever cooked them for me.
Dawn hooked them up though the next time for the clam bake. Those are good. Those were good.
Mr. Lee had Wagyu burgers for dinner.
What the hell's a Wagyu burger?
It's from a cattle that's been Wagyu beef. It's been
okay,
pampered and petted and
good.
In the
Never
dark,
mind, I know.
In the dark and massaged and
hand fed. And
Stevie B, that's what all the badasses eat in England.
see, that's why I don't know what it is. It's out of my,
That's how Jay
my
keeps all
league
his
there.
women. He massages them in the dark and keeps
Wag-
them in the
Feeds them
basement.
Wagyu burgers.
Wagyu.
Well, pretty soon after the 23rd, you're gonna be like, Jay, who? What? Who are you talking about?
Where'd that old man go?
Remember that old man that used to come on the show?
Wasn't someone supposed to be coming with you, Stevie?
Talking shit in chat. You remember him?
Remember that lazy boy we used to see?
Yeah, we'll shift it over to Lee.
I just love teasing him because he takes it so well. He's such a good sport.
He takes it as much as he gives it out, and I love that.
When he was talking about what he said, and he didn't want to say
What's
what
up,
he said,
dude?
and he said he was going to take it to the grave. I was going to say, yeah, well, shit, that might be tomorrow, man. You can't
Watching him rub his eyes tonight was fucking great. Just fucking
No, I love it. He takes as much as he gives out. He dishes out. He's a good sport.
Yeah,
he's one of those guys that even when he says something a little bit past the boundary that none of us other guys could get by with,
he can get away with it.
Get by with it. He can
Yep.
get by with it.
Poor Stevie.
People know where his heart is.
On the way over.
I sleep for the first 2 days. Said, where's Stevie? Over there in a hammock.
Who is
Duke?
Yeah, I see Duke. Who else? Oh, Ms. Dill said the Forest Ninja is here, referring to Duke. I was like, who the hell is that? Got to read the whole comment. Oh, what else? Mr. Lee, thanks for posting everybody's links to their channels.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know why Mr. Lee would get fired. He's an awesome wrench.
What's that?
He's always putting people's links in, and
it's just the politics of it.
I know it.
So he really lost his wrench? Is that true?
Are we going there? Why not?
I didn't.
It's okay.
Apparently he did. Not here. I tried that.
Yeah.
I look at it as Lee's business. He's welcome to come on here and tell us all about it if he wants. Otherwise, I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay. I agree. Actually, I agree.
That makes sense.
Didn't change my idea of Mr. Lee. He's coming over next. He's coming over next year, so we'll all get to see him anyway.
Purple Hobbit, how's it going? Hey, Dan. Let's see. Question, Mogs, do you want me to bring mangrove snapper or red snapper fish in Key West from Florida to AZ? It depends if you're coming, dude.
Right.
You got to decide that.
Red. I say red. If I have a
snapper.
vote. If I have a vote.
I have a bunch of trout I'm going to probably bring up there and figure out, maybe I'll do like wrap them in foil, with butter, because they're gutted and they're headless. So, do the butter lemon thing.
A little lemon pepper.
Yeah, I shouldn't have them, but I do. I didn't catch them. But yeah, there's a few trout in the freezer.
I remember, yeah.
What's up, Graz? Purple Hobbit. Who else? Oh shit! I got all these people showing up.
Everybody's flying in right when you were going to fly off. Right?
2 hours, yeah. Yeah, it's it is what it is. I don't have a.
Cool,
oh yeah.
It's because I come on, Mogs.
Oh,
that's right.
Then you got to come on more often.
Right.
And earlier.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
something
yeah.
else too.
Well, I don't
Guess can't have
I-
everything, huh?
I was lurking earlier, just seeing what people said and stuff, you know.
Michael says trout are some fine dining.
Yes, they are, Mr. Haywood.
I'm not a fan of bones. No offense. But like fish bones.
I was the
Fish
only one to
bones. I
get that.
can't stand fish bones. You know. So like I can eat the catfish all day long. Trout, if I have to pick at it and I get a bone, ew, it just ruins it for me.
Trout though have to be wild caught, otherwise those
They're farm raised.
stock trout are just like eating wet dog food.
Oh God.
They're not good. They don't taste good. Well, I mean, somebody might think they taste good. It's because they haven't had a wild caught trout.
Oh yeah, it's if a
Two
wild
different
caught trout,
things.
the flesh is pink.
Yeah,
and a farm raised trout, it's white.
And they're literally fed pellets that are dog food. I mean, that's what it is.
God.
It's still fun to catch them.
But if you get a wild caught one and you just throw a little bit of oil in the pan and fry them on both sides, you gut and kill them, but you fry them with the head on. And once you've got them cooked well enough, you just pull the head
tail.
and the whole skeleton comes right out.
Yeah, but there's a lot of bones.
There's still a lot of little,
you can eat the tail like a potato chip.
You still got the little sliver bones.
Or smoke them.
You know, I should sneak into the state park tonight and go catfishing.
I seen somebody set the flathead catfish state record here yesterday.
Oh, really?
67 pounds.
Oh,
wow. Was that a wahi?
No, he caught it on the Missouri River, but I think it was down by Pickstown.
Okay.
There's southern part down there.
I'm trying to remember. I think the state record in Arizona is like, I want to say like 76 pounds or something like that.
Wow.
Up here, it's normally channels and blues that get really big. We don't have the growing season for a flathead catfish with it being iced over, 4 months a year. It isn't like those warm temperate waters down south where they really get big year round,
Wahi Reservoir, though, their divers are scared to go down there.
Yeah, there's some big ones down there.
Well, that's the same.
But it's just like largemouth bass here. I mean, our state record's like 9 pounds. You get down to Texas and it's like 15 pounds. I mean,
if not more. Yeah,
they just grow year round there, whereas here they're only really growing and packing on forage for half the year.
Yeah,
they're fairly dormant the other half.
There's some big trout big bass in the state park here. There's 3 different ponds, and because they stock the trout, and now this time of year they don't stock them. They stopped stocking like 2 weeks ago, and the bass will eat the trout.
I caught a largemouth bass here that was 2 ounces shy of our state record.
Damn.
I've actually hold on. I've got it sitting here.
While we're waiting for him, how the hell you doing, Lockbeard? You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're being awful quiet there, buddy.
I know. For somebody that has a lot to say.
Really?
I'm just listening to y'all go on.
So what was the weight on that, Jeff? What was the final weight?
This one was 8 pounds and 14 ounces, and our state record. No, this one was 8 pounds and 15 ounces, and our state record I think was 9 pounds and 2 ounces or something like that. It was 2 or 3 ounces shy.
That's a big fish.
Hey Eric, I want to address what Eric said about needing a laptop for doing home jobs. Nowadays, the employers provide all the equipment. My daughter was doing She's customer service for Tupperware, the worldwide company Tupperware. They give her the laptop, the headpiece, everything that she needed for the job. The only thing you need is internet, pretty much. So just look into it. But the way she got into it was by going to a temp agency. Temp agencies have all the access to the work-at-home jobs. And it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be temporary. As much as people are looking for help nowadays, that temp job will turn into a permanent job. You got a good chance of it. Excuse me. I don't know where my voice is going. But yeah, I just saw that in chat and wanted to say that.
Good advice. Ms. Dill says, Eric, try a pawn shop.
Well, no, she's right, because you can do layaway there now. I mean,
yeah, but you can also
find a decent price. Yeah, for a decent product.
Or you go to Best Buy and you use you buy their displays. Get a good price on them.
True.
Richie Evans says, Jeff, bass or trout?
Well, what I held up there is a largemouth bass.
That was a largemouth bass.
One of my heroes.
What was that?
I heard something about heroes. That was about it.
Yeah, me too.
I can't see chat. Just learning back and forth. You're one of my heroes. Oops. I'm talking to myself, ain't I?
I hear that.
Yeah,
apparently.
A little bit.
Telling us who your heroes are.
Miss Dill is one of my heroes.
Miss Dill is everybody's hero.
Yes. Sorry about that. I should have muted, I guess.
I tell everybody about how Stevie's a hero.
Jeez.
When you came on Gemma's show the other night for a reading, I was telling everybody in chat how you're a hero. I don't know if anybody was actually listening to me, but I tried.
I heard you. Thank you.
I was your hype man.
You said a lot of nice things, and thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, it's easy to say nice things because they're all true. I don't have to make any of them up.
Stop.
I can hear you blushing.
Yeah, right. You can't see it. It's too dark. Good thing.
Well, guys, what's that?
I was going to ask, because over in Arizona, because I was thinking about coming to Arizona specifically to go for that brown trout bounty.
Okay.
I was wondering if you'd try to fish it yet.
I don't know. No, I don't know if it's still going on. I'd have to really look into it, but it's on the Colorado River. It's up by Lee's Ferry. It's like from Lee's Ferry is the kickoff.
What do they got? One tag trout there or something?
Well,
no, there's a bounty on brown trout because they're kind of taking over and they're killing off all the other species. So they were actually paying like $25 a fish.
Really?
They being the state of Arizona.
Over 6 inches, $33.
They feel it's an invasive species. You got to catch them hook and line.
But they also got some. I'm sorry. Go ahead. They also got some that are tagged, and those are $300 fish.
Good night.
You can't cast net them. You have to catch them hook and line, right?
Yeah, I think. Don't you have to take the barb off too?
Yeah, you have to follow all the rules for fishing the Colorado River, and it is a barbless hook, single hook, artificial.
See, they're known for the rainbow trout. They want to be able to have lots of rainbow trout, and the brown trout are kind of a problem because they also eat the young of the rainbow trout.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they put the bounty on them. But like if you're in Lee's Ferry and before there's a dock there, you can stand on that dock and look into this crystal clear Colorado River, and you're looking at trout that are 25 inches. That's a big trout.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't fish from the dock. But yeah.
So you got to get
a boat? You need a boat.
Or a kayak or something?
You can kayak it, actually. As long as you stay near the edges, you can kayak upstream on the Colorado at that
Miss
point.
Jill says she's gonna go have fish sticks.
From Lee's Ferry, the starting point up to the dam is 12 miles.
Yeah.
At the 9 mile point is the horseshoe bend. I'm sure you've seen pictures of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's 12 miles of fishable river there that, you know, they want all the brown trout out. So I would love to try that.
I almost did it last year, come up there, but it didn't happen. It'd be fun, you know. Get paid to fish.
Yeah.
Provided, but there's no
Right.
way to single out that species. You know,
Yeah.
if there was a certain lure you could use that, you know,
Yeah. Everything they're going to chase, a rainbow will chase. So
exactly. Yeah. And I think using a rainbow trout as bait would just defeat the whole purpose. Right, so you can't use live bait there.
You could use a suspending rapala in a rainbow trout color with a single trailer,
Absolutely.
a single
Oh,
hook
yeah.
instead of a treble hook.
Mom.
Richie asked a good question.
How much is the license in Arizona? I just got mine.
For an out-of-stater.
I was gonna say it'll be different for out of state.
But you can also get one that's for a few days, I think, a temporary.
It's probably not. You can probably out-of-state season one's probably less than $100.
I just bought a resident, and it was $37.
Yeah, I was saying out-of-stater for the season's probably $100 or less. So you got to catch 3 fish to break even.
Good night, Rosemary.
Rosemary, take care. Good to see you. Be on the next one.
So I got to look into weapon in Arizona.
Why?
Well, just see what I can bring.
It's Arizona.
I know, but I got to go from here to there.
You can get it in the state. You know.
I have reciprocity with Arizona. So you don't have to worry.
Excuse me. Yeah, no. Arizona is a gun-friendly state. You can carry.
If you get in that Utah 18 state deal, then there's Arizona and all the Dakotas and Nebraska, Oklahoma, Kansas, all that's in it. But it's pretty. I think it's just one. A buddy of mine was teaching the class for that. I mean, to go get a CCL permit, like the class is 2 hours longer to get the one where you got reciprocity in like 20 some states. So I mean,
yeah, but if you have your DD 214, you don't have to take that class.
Yeah,
I mean it's good too, definitely, but yeah, it's not mandatory if you have your DD 214.
I have an FFL permit, so I don't need to. Federal firearms license. Okay. I can buy and trade guns.
Yeah.
Suppressors and.
What were we saying, Uncle Bones? I think you said something. I heard something. But
I heard something.
He's giggling each time he types a comment in. He's trying to lure Miss Dill and
talking something about hardcore porn.
I know it.
He's trying to lure Mrs. Dill and Batmom into his trap simultaneously. That's what he's doing here.
Jeff, come on. Man.
Take skill.
Me too.
Give away my secrets.
Uncle Bo's sitting here. He's like, at Batmom, WTF, Canadians. Am I right? That's too funny. But yeah, if you're gonna, I'll look into what it costs as far as for non-resident a temporary license for a couple days. I think you can get it for 5 days or
I'll something like that's probably $40-$45. I mean, usually the difference between a 5-day and a season license for an out-of-stater is usually just like another $20.
So it's like, why don't I just buy the But if you're never going to be here again,
Yeah, right.
Well, you
Yeah.
tell yourself you never be there again, then you go catch 100 brown trout in one day, and you're rich, and you're like, shit, I'm gonna stay the whole month, right?
oh, doing it that way, doing the river, yeah. Yeah, I think it would be cool to go up there and try that. I want to go back there. You know, I want to. That was one of the last trips I took with my dad.
Good night, Jen.
Jen, take care. See you soon. You have a wonderful night as well.
The laptop keeps turning off.
So,
Well, we've probably reached that point in the evening where I'll say goodbye to you guys. Thanks for having me on, Mugs.
oh, my pleasure,
Nice
Jeff.
to seeing you, Locke. I hadn't seen you in a while.
Right.
I mean, I see you on your stream, but I haven't been on screen chatting with you.
Oh, in the past, every time he tried to come on, it just didn't work. You know, it was always a bad connection. I was thrilled that, you know, you got a good connection tonight.
Hey, I got a question for you, Locke. I had gotten a message from Jen after my show Monday night saying, does Lockbeard is his screen name blocked on your channel? And I was like, there's nobody blocked my channel. She goes, I think he said that it was. So I went back and looked and I don't see where it is. Was that an issue or was...
I'm trying to remember where I was having problems with it was YouTube. It was YouTube. I don't think it was you or your channel. YouTube was blocking my messages.
Because you came back then under your other account and then it worked, right?
Yeah.
And that's what made me think, shit, I don't have him blocked. So I was looking real quick. I'm like, I don't see where I have anybody blocked.
No, it was YouTube's crap happening again. I probably said something they didn't like, and their algorithm started fiddling with stuff. And like some messages go through, other ones don't. It's not consistent. I don't understand why.
Spoke too much truth and
keywords that they pick up on the algorithm. You know,
we got to block some of this guy's chats.
We got to do what?
We got to block some of this guy's chats. That's only I don't know. It's got to be something because what was happening. You know how I'll say hi to everybody and put them all, just get it all out in one go.
Sure.
It was not letting me post that. It was. I could post other stuff, but you know, it wouldn't let me post that.
That's odd.
Good night, John.
All right. Well, you guys take care. And we'll
all right, Jeff.
See you on the flip side.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Jeff.
I don't know what I'm doing Monday night yet. I think I've got the She Squatchers on. I know I probably got Jen Cruz coming, but she might be bringing the whole clan. So that might be fun.
That's cool.
We will talk to you guys later.
All right, Jeff. Take care,
Have a good
buddy.
weekend.
You too.
I'll get off too. See y'all later.
Lockbeard, thanks for stopping in, man. You gotta
no problem. Thanks for having
come
me.
around more often.
I'll
Good
try.
to see you.
You too. See you, Uncle Bones.
Take care.
See you, Lockbeard. Thank you.
Uncle Bones, you're wrapped up in chat, aren't you?
He forgot his
chat. I'm trying to pay attention to both, and
yeah.
Thank you, Lockbeard. Lockbeard's my hero too. God dang it!
You got a lot of heroes.
Richie, I'll talk to you then.
I got a lot of heroes. That's right, Stevie B.
But that's cool. It's all right.
That is right, and you were right up there at the top.
Oh,
yes.
Thank you.
I'm so jealous that Jay Fritz gets to ride across the country with you.
You might not be jealous after you hear the tale of what happened along the way.
Well,
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But that's funny that Jay would actually go there.
He gives me hell all the time.
We're old dudes, mobs. What the heck?
I'm not sure many of anybody else would get away with that, but Jay's all right. We kind of bust each other's chops all the time.
We grew up when funny was funny.
Right.
Chessboard, remember chessboard?
Mm-hmm.
And Jay Fritz and myself we're old dudes. We're like older than dirt, and we laugh at and have fun with everybody. And sometimes it doesn't go over good, but hey,
Well,
like
my theory is if it's funny, say it. Apologize later.
exactly. Ask forgiveness.
Yeah, it's easier to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly, Moggs.
Well,
I think
Uncle Bones, I'm going to say goodnight to you.
Yep.
I appreciate you coming on, hanging out.
I'm gone. Thank you.
so good to
take
see you,
care.
Uncle Bone.
Good night,
See you
Stevie
soon.
V and chat.
Good night.
Everybody. Good night. Pardon me.
I know my voice has been going all night.
Yeah, just I smoke too much.
Yeah, probably. I've been smoking a lot
I think
to
it's
keep the
about that
mosquitoes
time.
away.
Is that your excuse?
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm pretty sure everybody's seeing me swatting every 5 minutes.
What, the batteries run out of your racket?
No, it just makes too much noise. I didn't want it to be zapping the whole time I'm on here with you.
That'd be funny.
Well, good night, everybody.
All right, Stevie. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody likes seeing you.
I like
Talk to you
being
in a
on. Hey, boy. Talk to you later.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Well, guys, that was fun. Yeah, we talked about a lot of different shit, huh? Thank you, everybody who showed up tonight. You know, Stevie and Uncle Bones and Jay and Jeff and who did I just miss? I know there's somebody I just missed. Thank you. You know, that's what it's all about, is you guys coming on and just chilling and telling us your stories or whatever. And you know, everybody enjoys it, you know, I think. So let's just keep this up. Everybody in chat, you guys are awesome. Damien, what's up? Miss Dill, thank you so much for modding. Mr. Lee, any other mods I missed? Because I'm not looking at YouTube. I just see what's on StreamYard. Doesn't tell me who's a mod. Oh, private chat. Let me go deal with that real quick. All right. Oh, got to go back to comments. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the show tonight, please hit that like button. I know Mr. Lee's been yelling at you to do it, and Dill's been yelling at you to do it. Do it. Fucking gotta yell at you. What the hell? Also, leave comments if you're new. I saw, a few new names tonight. Subscribe and hit that notification button so you get, notified every time we go live, which is every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you want to donate to the channel, which, some do, some don't, I every penny is appreciated. You can do so. I post the PayPal link in the description below, and it's also in the top of my banner, or the lower left-hand corner or right-hand corner of my banner on my page. Anybody that does donate, leave your address and what color bandana you want, and I will send you a bandana. Pammy, good night. Good to see you. Yeah, so I will see you guys. I don't know what time is it. Is anybody going on tonight? I'll bail here and go sit in somebody else's chat. I can't. Take care. All right, guys. I'll see you soon. If I don't see you before Tuesday, I'll see you Tuesday. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Peace and God bless.